Hello, Year 1. Welcome to your topic lesson for Monday, the 25th of January. And today we're going to understand that people live in different types of home. And we're going to learn all about the different types of houses that there are. And our big question for today is, what makes a house a home? So by the end of this and after your activity, you should be able to answer what you think makes a house a home. So let's get started. What is a house? Pretty simple question. What's a house? Well, a house is a building that is made for people to live in. It's a permanent building, so it's usually something permanent that is meant to stay standing, so it shouldn't really fall down. Houses come in many different shapes and sizes. They may be as small as just one room, or they may have hundreds of rooms like a big mansion. They also are made of different shapes. Some might be one level, some might be two, three, 1,000 different levels in your house. So that means different floors. So in your house, you might have your living room and your kitchen downstairs, and then you go up the stairs and you've got your bathroom and your bedrooms. Or you might have all of your rooms on one floor. Or you may have some rooms on the bottom, and then some rooms in the middle, and some rooms on a level further up. So you might have two sets of stairs. A house is also sometimes it's joined to other houses at the sides, or it might just stand by itself. And we're going to see what those kinds of houses are in a moment. So we know what a house is, but what's a home? Well, you'd think they're the same thing, but not really. When you've lived in a house for a bit longer, so you could go to somebody's house, so you might go to your friend's house. That's a house, but it's not your home, is it? You don't live there. Or you could go to your auntie's house. That's her home, but it's not yours. But when you've lived in your house for a longer time, it becomes your home. It's the place that you call home. And it's usually the place that you feel the most safe and the most comfortable. And you usually live there with your family. So here are some different types of houses. This is a bungalow. And a bungalow doesn't have any stairs. It's all on one level. So your bedrooms, your kitchen, your bathroom, your living room are all on one floor. I wonder if any of you live in a bungalow, or if you know somebody who lives in a bungalow, if you've been to a bungalow before. It's a fun word to say, bungalow. Or you may live in a caravan. Or you may know somebody that's got a caravan, or you may have been on holiday in a caravan. So a caravan is on wheels and can be moved around. Now, some people don't have a house that's made of brick. Some people might live in a caravan, or a caravan, and some caravans don't move around, called static caravans. Some people might use those as their home. Or a caravan might be somebody's holiday home. It's where they live when they go on holiday. I wonder if you've ever been in a caravan before. I know I have when I was younger. I used to go on caravan holidays all the time. A detached house. Detached means that it's not attached to anything. So a detached house stands on its own and isn't joined to any other buildings. So it's just one house and there's no building on that side and there's no building on this side. It's just one house. So some of you might live in a detached house. We also have flats, and they're stacked up on top of each other. So it's big tower blocks, and then there's lots of different flats in there. And again, they'll be all on one level. So you'd have your living room, your bathroom, your kitchen, your bedrooms, all on one floor. And then above you, on the next floor, will be somebody else's flat, and they'll have all of their rooms there. Wonder if any of you live in a flat or know somebody who does. We also have a semi-detached house. This means that it's only got one other house attached to it on one side. So you have two houses together and they are semi-detached because they're only attached on one side. If a house is in a row and it's got a house on both sides, then it's a terraced house. So you might have a neighbour on your left and you may have a neighbour on your right. If that's the case, then you live in a terraced house. Or you might live on the end of the terrace, so you might live in a row of houses, but yours is at the end. So these houses are all joined together. And some people, believe it or not, live in a narrowboat. So instead of having a house that stays in the ground, they live on a narrowboat that floats on the water, and they can attach it to the side of the canal where they sail it down, and they sleep there, and then they might go on their journey and they might stay there for a while. You can also use this as a holiday home. So some of you might have been on a narrowboat on holiday, some of you might know somebody who has a narrowboat, but it floats on water and you can live in there. And again, it's got no stairs. You have all of your rooms in the middle of the boat. So your activity today there is to make your perfect home, design your perfect home. So you could do this with a shoebox or a cereal box by taking the lid off the cereal box, off the shoebox, or cutting the front part off the cereal box. Make sure you ask a grown-up to help you if you are cutting things, and you're going to make the inside of the house. Now this person has started, we've got 4 rooms and our roof, and maybe she's going to use the attic as a room, but you're going to design the inside as well, so you can put in where you're going to put your bed, where your living room's going to be, what your TV might look like. You might have a pool in there, you might have a playroom. Whatever your perfect house would be, you're going to design the rooms. So you could do it like that by crafting it and making it with paper and card, or you can just draw it like this person's done. Draw the outline of the home and then draw the rooms inside. This person's got a shower instead of a bath. You might have a massive bathtub. You might not have a bathtub at all. You might just have the shower. Or if you've got a doll's house at home, you might design the doll's house how you want it to be. Put your things in the rooms that you want them to be in, decorate it how you'd like it. And the same goes for Lego. You could build your own Lego home. But make sure if you're building your own Lego home, you make sure you put your furniture and things in there as well. So what furniture would you have? Would you have a slide that goes around the outside of the house? It's completely up to you. It's your dream house. If you are doing your doll's house or your Lego house, please make sure that you either leave it as it is or take a lovely picture of it for me, because you're going to need to look at your houses for English later in the week, because we're going to be doing some descriptions and writing about our houses. So make sure you don't just knock down your Lego house when you're finished, because then you might go, oh crumbs, I can't remember what it looked like. Ask somebody at home to take a picture of it if you're wanting to take it down. I hope you have fun creating your dream houses. Remember, the wackier the better. However you think your dream house should look, make it your own. Cannot wait to see what you come up with. It's going to be incredible. I know how much you love doing things like this. So enjoy that, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.